Taurus. This month, I mean, this is the month where we enter full in Pisces season. And Pisces for Taurus, it's gonna be most certainly your 11th house, you know. So there is a lot going on this month for Tauruses in this 11th house. A lot. And what it's telling me, I mean, before the cards even jump off, is that I'm feeling like Taurus, Ace of Cups. I mean, you're entering in a new era here, Taurus. This is a new beginning. And it's something that is tangible, you know. It's something that it doesn't have to be necessarily just associated to your work or your finances, but it has for sure, it's like seeing a result or something that is starting that you can see it physically, you can sense it there. It's like a proof that it almost comes as a gift. I mean, a very nice way to start a reading, you know. And you know, this month, March, is gonna be probably one of the best months of the year, you know, because, well, regarding the astrology, I mean, of course, if you don't like to take these things in consideration, that's up to you, no? But all the planets are moving direct, and you know, we come from this period where there was a lot of things going on. I mean, for everybody, you know, a lot of things, and a lot of transits, like heavy transits that don't happen often, also combined with retrogrades and some very challenging squares that really didn't make it easy to start the year and finish the year. But it's like March is that feeling when everything is starting to push again. Everything is starting to, you know, begin. And you have Mars, you know, Mars was in your sign together with Uranus in your first house, Taurus. Judgment, second card coming here. And Mars is now in your second house this month, is transiting to Gemini in your house of values and maybe even like what you consider worthy, how you want to earn your resources. Maybe you're trying to balance out your finances as well, or you're finding new ways of creating this abundance for long term, you see, because you know the Ace of Cups, when it comes, is like this energy of something that just starts, so it's just the beginning, you know, but it's like that gift or like that first step we need to go into something much more, you know, that will take us to something that will be very abundant with the time and stable as well, because the goals, they always bring a sense of security. And you know, I mean, Tauruses, you love security, and you're maybe, you know, all this Mars, you know, because you know that Mars is that energy of that it's where we want to take action, or what our motivations maybe, or inspiration is coming this month. And maybe you're discovering new talent is here, things that even you want to work with your own hands, you know, where something that you are creative, or that is a skill that you do in a tangible way, in a physical way, you know, and that maybe something that you want to put more time into this month, because you're starting to see value in it. You know, it's like that sense of discovering something that it's being valuable for you and that will bring you a lot. Judgment came out, and we have the devil here, and you know what, I mean, So we are in Pisces season, Taurus, and so there is a lot of going on in your 11th house, which is the house of hopes and dreams, and not just only about you, but also regarding social groups, because the 11th house, many times it used to be called like the house of friends. So maybe this month you're gonna be um, discovering new groups of people that you want to commit with, you know, and at the same time that all these things are happening, because I think that this is gonna be a month where Taurus is gonna feel like you're gonna be networking or connecting with different circles of people here, even if it's not physically because of the situation, maybe just online, you know. But there is a sense here where Taurus, you're gonna be much more in contact with people that could be have a lot to do with what it is that you really dream of, and maybe like this project or this idea that you want to build, and that these people reappear during this month to help you out, or that they have something to do regarding this new beginning here in your material and practical life, you know. The thing is that, so most of stuff is happening in your 11th house, but in in the origins of the houses, you also have your 12th house is gonna be very important this month. Um, so 11th, 12th house, and your 12th house is the house of Aries, and this is a house where, you know, this is kind of like what I'm seeing here is because the 12th house in the origins of the astrology will be also the house of Pisces. So you see, it's like you have all this activation of the 11th house in Pisces, and at the same time now you're all gonna have some important transits in your 12th house, which is talking about maybe forgiveness or things from the past that you're still trying to process here, Taurus. I see the devil here, and we don't need to get, when the devil appears, this is not about, necessarily bad things that are repeating themselves. This is more sometimes like something that we had experienced in the past and that kind of come back to us, or we know that it's still there, but it's like we're trying to detach ourselves from it. Like, the judgment, it's coming here to say that there is a final decision that is gonna be taken regarding this devil energy. So maybe, Taurus, and if you're connecting with this video right now, it's like I feel that that there is some certain attachments here or behaviors that you have that you're needing to detox, like clean up. And Piscean energy, through all this month of March, having all the planets moving direct, is like this month where this is really possible. The healing entering in a moment where we can come out of this devil energy and take that final judgment to walk away from maybe this toxicity, maybe a way of thinking that you were carrying on for very long, and now and probably by the end of the month, I think is when you're gonna feel it the most. The nice thing about this season, you know what it is that it's not just gonna take 1 month. It's like it's gonna be quite for some time, until the end of April. It's like we are in this moment where finally, we can catch the breath, we can, okay, it's like almost feeling a big part has been already passed, and now it's like we are being able to reset ourselves, so let's see what is coming. I'm really wanting to see what is coming next, because by the end of the month you also have a full moon in your 6th house. So it's gonna be a lot about your routines and your work, you know, and connected to this 11th house this month. It's like, yeah, I mean, I see that definitely, Taurus, you're gonna be connecting a lot with people this month. And I think that it's gonna have something to do with this new idea you have. And it's something that you wanna do as a work or as maybe even a new way of living. Replanning or rethinking and creating a new way of stability here, you know, of saying, okay, you know what, I'm starting this new, and I know it's gonna take me a long time to get there, but I'm having this opportunity that, you know, it's like you cannot deny. It's like there is a sense of, I'm feeling like, Taurus, you're questioning this possibility, whatever this possibility means for you. You're questioning it because I think that maybe, I mean, and I'm feeling this right now, there is a certain level of fear coming with this new opportunity, Taurus. Because you're scared of repeating maybe the past, or repeating situations or ways of thinking that don't or won't allow you to take and open this gate. You know where I'm going? So let's see what's coming next. What is coming next for Taurus, please? And yeah, new people. I really think, or even past people that you reconnect with. You know, I mean, we just went through a quite heavy Mercury retrograde, and now Mercury is finally moving direct. But as I said, I mean, he's still gonna be there in your 11th house, and you know, the transits, they don't come from one day to the other. You know, it's not like they finish in one day and then it's over. You know, sometimes things take time, and sometimes you feel it later, sometimes you feel it sooner. Oh my, Taurus, wow. I gotta say, I mean, I want you to look at these two cards, because we have here the Two of Cups and the Devil. And I'm showing you the Devil, Taurus, here because I'm having the sense here that, I don't know, you know, it depends, you know, each card, you know, they have different meanings. But, you know, sometimes when you see the cards coming, it's like the card takes you to something more specific, you know. And for me, in this case, this Devil here coming with all this, because I see something big coming this month, or that, I mean, you know that this is something that you are starting, Taurus, or you have the opportunity to start this, that will mean, I think for sure, a very special commitment or engagement, something that will be very practical and tangible in your life, but at the same time something that will require from you to open up yourself emotionally. And what I see with this Devil is that I don't see toxicity here coming from whatever this is, this relationship or this commitment or engagement. It doesn't have to be love related or just, you know, partnerships. It can also mean that maybe this idea of the project, that's something practical, will mean that you will engage yourself or with people, maybe friends or new co-workers or new collaborators here that appear this month, that will want to establish this connection to develop this new idea. The problem here with the Devil is, I think that this is something really positive coming in, but it's an very creative. I mean, you know, this Neptune and Piscean energy this month, it's a lot about creativity. And the Devil, it's not just, we're not just talking about toxic energy and bad karma or you know, getting lost in patterns of behavior. No, it also has good things, you know. I mean, the devil, what it has for sure is passion, you know, and it's also a sense of creativity and inspiration, and, you know, like that fire that burns inside that is really strong. It really push you to create something here, but what happens with the devil is that it also brings fears. So what I'm feeling is that whatever is happening here, Taurus, is like I see something here coming back to you, and you're starting here something completely new in your life. And I think that there are some important encounters with people, or maybe just one precise person, that it's kind of like firing you up, you know, like burning you inside, but not in a negative way, you know, like in a good way, you know. It's just that maybe while this is happening, you're still going through this healing process of things of the past, and maybe like these old fears that you had kind of rebirth because of this encounter, or because you know that this idea or this project will require you to engage yourself fully, you know. And maybe this is something that will cause you some stress, or feeling, not maybe stress, but like feeling like suddenly there is a chaos. Yeah, and talking about stress, Taurus, Eight of Swords, stress. I I'm talking here to a Taurus who is having an amazing opportunity here. And what I'm feeling with these cards, Taurus, is that you are mentally sabotaging yourself and the situation. You know, I mean, Tauruses are known to take things slow. You know, you like to take things, I mean, this goes quite well with your energy, you know, you take step by step. You don't rush things, Tauruses, generally, of course. Um, we're not all the same. But Tauruses, they like this energy of taking things slow, and maybe something here is happening that's coming quite fast. And I think that this is what is putting you in this state of mind, Taurus, where you feel mentally you cannot really see what it is, the situation. You feel that maybe you cannot really see with clarity what this connection means to you, or what this engagement into this new project, this new way of living means to you. And I gotta say, I mean, this 11th house, your dreams, Taurus, and your hopes, there is something very big with these cards. I see that it's kind of like coming to the light, coming to the truth, coming back as well with this judgment card, you know. It's like but you are not really wanting to look at it. I mean, look at this guy, what he's doing. He's not moving, you know. He's just feels completely wrapped inside out, to the point that he feels that he cannot move, and he cannot see what this connection is, maybe, or what is the next step to take. Okay, the Star. I mean, hopes and fears. really, Taurus, there is something here that it's coming as maybe it was a wish, something that you always hope for. And I think that what is happening is that you see this coming now, or there is an opportunity that this dream or this maybe encounter that you were expecting, that you were wanting to have, suddenly it comes here. And I see that you had been wanting this for a very long time with the star card. This is like a wish fulfillment, Taurus. This is like something that you really want, that you always hope for. But why are you coming in the reading like this? And I see the devil here in the middle is, are you so scared of what these might mean? Of what this connection might take you through? I want one more card here, please. And the star, it doesn't just talk about, like that, the star. No, it's like that thing that is there. It looks far, but it's actually something that you know that you can have. That it's like that dream. No? That dream come true. And sometimes when we get this near to these dreams and we're starting to see them in reality, many people experience like a sense of almost like when it's happening, like they cannot really believe. It's like almost having the difficulty to believe that this is too good to be true. That's exactly the energy I'm getting here. I mean, that's exactly it. Is like this energy of all these, come on, this is too good to be true, like that energy. But why you're doing that, Taurus? Why you are doing that? Why you're because I don't think this is coming from your environment or the situation itself. I think this is really about you, and it's like almost like coming back to maybe some old fears or being scared of repeating maybe the past. So what is coming next? Oh yeah, Queen of Wands here. This is the energy you want to embody, and I think that this is eventually how you're gonna be feeling throughout the month as well, Taurus. Is something here, it's gonna make you be in a position where you will feel much more confident. The Queen of Wands, she is like the most confident queen of the tarot, at least for me. She is super determined, she's a go-getter, she's very passionate, and she doesn't have doubts. She's very fiery, and earthy as well. We cannot forget that the ones, they're not just connected. The one is not just connected. It's something I read not too long ago, and I was very pleased to find that information because it actually made all sense to me. Because for a very long time I was thinking about the one's energy as, let's say, it would be just fire. No, fire. But when we're talking about the ones, it's not just about fire or action. The ones, they are also connected to the earth. They are born, they are touching the earth, and So she's also very grounded, you know, so she's not just about, say, take action and being impulsive, or, you know, yeah, she's probably quite fiery and very expressive, this queen, you know, but she's also grounded. You know, it's like she knows where she's at. She knows where are her goals. She knows what are her dreams. And you know, the by the month mid of this month of March, we're gonna have a new moon in this wow, these two cards jump off. I mean, wow. Before I get to this, Taurus, because I see, I mean, so you have a new moon by the mid of this month in Pisces, in your 11th house. Is that it's that house of wishes and hopes and dreams. So Taurus, whatever you were, it's like whatever you were wanting to have, and maybe you were planning for quite some time to start this new beginning. And maybe it has a lot to do with your own personal relationships, you know? Excuse me a minute, but I have to do this. Otherwise, ahí estamos. Maybe it has to do a lot about those relationships. It could be friendships or collaborations, people that for a long time you wanted to connect at a certain level here, no? Have a deep connection. I mean, the Two of Cups, guys. And has been something that you wanted for a long time. And it's like the opportunity, it's coming now. And I don't know, I'm feeling that this is something that you were expecting from the past, or you were wishing for a very long time. And the thing is, like, the Nine of Cups again, it's, you know, the Nine of Cups, it's that same energy. It's the cups, it's the card that talks about a wish fulfillment. It's like, you know, many times in tarot we'd call the Nine of Cups like, let's say the yes card. You know, it's like saying, oh, you want something, oh well, you know, that's that energy. You know, it's like saying, being more into the indulgence of joy and happiness and feeling the bliss, you know, I mean, feeling much lighter as well. But you know what, it came also with the Nine of Swords. And it's like, Taurus, it's like you're getting to something here that you always wanted. You are coming back to your own confidence here, and I see that you know pretty with all certainty what it is, this goal for you. You have a goal here. You have a goal. But I'm almost, and I gotta say it, I think that all these fears that are coming here, Taurus, they're coming from you. This is not your exterior. I mean, of course, I mean, it's not just, you know, of course, the exterior in a way counts as well, and it influences, no? But sometimes we do need to recognize when we might be mentally, let's say, blocked or emotionally blocked, and then when there are these things that are starting to come our way and we're starting to get this success or this possibility here, you know, it's a moment where maybe we are not even able to accept it or to, let's say, believe it. I mean, I really get this very strongly, Taurus. It's like you will be so anxious and so, like, even having so many fears here. But you know, it's all mental. There is nothing here with these cards that is telling me that there is something wrong going on here. There is more this sense of you mentally repeating these thoughts and these ideas that don't maybe allow you to see that there is all this that is coming through to you. You know, it's like this sense of as well healing. You know, the star, it's healing, it's purifying. You know, it's the star when it comes, it's that energy of like, you know, the water comes from one and goes to the other, you know, and she's pouring the water with a lot of grace and very calm, touching the earth, touching the water, and being connected to something quite much higher here. But I want to one more card here for Taurus. I want one last card for Taurus to know exactly. I mean, one card that says to know why Taurus is so scared about here, because I see so much good coming in. Wow, too many cards, and the card that jump off here is the Six of Wands. So, I mean, Taurus, excuse me. Six of Wands. Gosh, Taurus. You know, this month, it's all about the moving forward, Taurus, and not looking back. You know, the Six of Wands, you know, is like this knight here. He comes from a long battle, and he went through all these, you know, he had to earn all of these wands. And it's like I feel this sense of getting the victory here, Taurus, being able to move forward. Maybe what you felt that was being like something that maybe you went through like a huge awakening, and honestly, like with the energies that had been going on from the last month and year, Taurus is, I don't have too much doubt that most of you might have experienced these energies in the last period, because it's the sense of, you know, Taurus was breaking through. Taurus, it's in a moment of a lot of change and transition, and you had changed already, Taurus. Internally speaking, it's like that judgment is that awakening. It's like some things becoming much more conscious to you about your past, about experiences that you had that probably put you in a very sensitive place here, and almost to the point that you felt that you could not move, you could not take action, you felt mentally stuck. But it's like I see that something here that you have started already, or that you're starting right now, and it's just there in the beginning. It's really part of the dream, you know, that it's actually coming true, Taurus. It's really coming true, and it's coming, you know, in the moment. Like it's coming, and it's not just that it's happening, it's also that I think that this opportunity that you started or that you're taking in, it's making you come back to that confidence and to feel again maybe that, you know, sense of victory, you know, victory, and saying, yeah, you know, I made it, I got my wish, you know, I'm getting through this, and I'm being able to leave all that behind, and now I can center in the things that actually I really want for my life. You know, because all the cards that come here is all about, let's say, dreams, hopes, you know, things that you always wish, and you probably maybe, I'm talking to a Taurus here, that you thought you could not have. But what is this, Taurus? I mean, it's a lot, guys. Well, guys, I hope you enjoy the reading, and I'll see you next month. Bye bye.